Good morning, good morning. You caught me reaching for my decanter over there. Good morning. I hope y'all are doing great. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. This smells so good. My first sip of coffee of the day, y'all. Happening right here. It's hot. I don't usually drink it that freshly hot, but I haven't had any coffee yet today, so hot it is. mm, 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 mm. That is good coffee. So I've got my coffee, got my water, got a little ice in there. Just enough ice to keep it nice and cool. All right, so it's bright and early on a Monday morning, and it's coffee time. And sometimes I've had coffee before we start, and other times I have my first cup right here with you guys. There's TGIF. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Got my coffee. All right. So our weather, we've had a lot of storms, and we didn't have damage right here where we are, but we did have wind and some heavy rain for a while, but the heavy winds skirted us. But we have family that had a lot of tree damage, friends that had a lot of tree damage, and some damage to roofs, barn roofs, and yeah, their driveways and lanes blocked by trees down. It was a bad storm. And it's been kind of raining off and on ever since. But we canceled our Friday night live because it was right when it was supposed to hit, and we were expecting it to not skirt us with the heaviest of the wind. But what we got was enough. Our lights were flickering, but we did not lose power. There are surrounding communities right now that, as of yesterday, were still without power. So yeah, it was a doozy. It was a doozy. But this is Monday. I like Mondays because, every day is a new day. Every day is a fresh start. But Monday is a new week and a fresh start to a whole week to come. So I like my Mondays, and I use my Mondays. After this live is over, I always sit down on Monday mornings and just review what do I need to get done this week, what needs to be at the top of the list. I'm a list maker. What needs to be at the top of the list to be a priority to make sure it's done for the week, and what are my goals for the week personally, what are my goals for the week in my business, and what music curriculum do I need to get put together on the side for some of my students who have picked particular songs they want to learn, things like that. What music do I need to write out? Busy week. And it's always a busy week, but that's good because that's how I like them. That's how I like them. Well, I'm going to have a few more sips of coffee. I guess you can't see that. I was worried. So I've got a little bit of ink going on here. Here. I have to contort, see, here. And here. There it is. Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I've got a couple spots This one, I thought I got stung by some kind of bug outside. And you can see it's kind of raw there because a few hours later it was itching and I just rubbed it like this and the skin just came off. It's the only way I can explain it. The skin just rolled off. So I had this spot. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. And last night it was looking kind of red and I didn't like the way it looked. So I circled the red area so I'd know if it grew overnight. And I put Prid on it, which is a drawing ointment, if you're not familiar with Prid. And you can see it looks, you don't know what it did look like, but you can see it's not all red and swollen all in that circle anymore. And it definitely didn't go past the circle. So I'm going to put some more Prid on it and the swelling's gone down. So my husband's wondering if maybe it was a spider bite and not a sting. I don't know. And this one, I mean, it's hardly even red this morning. Prid is good stuff, let me tell you. Prid as in dog, Prid. And it's a drawing salve. This one's just only red right there. Yes, that's a cat scratch that got angry. And that red's almost all gone, except for where I've been rubbing it just now. But so yeah, so I grabbed a permanent marker instead of a ballpoint pen when I did that. So I hope that that permanent marker, after being on there overnight, will come off with some soap and water. Yeah, I just grabbed whatever was handy, and it just happened to be the black permanent marker. We'll see. But I'm glad to see that those are looking better today. There's Fire Tinder, 68 in A. Good morning. Good morning. You only have about 3 minutes before you have to go. Well, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you. And there's Free Handley Maid. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it was looking bad last night. It looks much better today. So I think by the end of the day, it's going to look fine because I'm going to put one more Prid on there and it'll look good. But I don't know I don't know if that was a sting. I thought it was a sting. I felt it when it happened and it hurt. But it was like, bing. It was just short like a sting. So I didn't think about it being a bite. But I don't know. But it's looking much better. Much better. Put baking soda and water on top and redo that a lot. Okay. I like baking soda. Baking soda has a lot of uses. Yes. Listening as I make breakfast for little man and getting him ready for summer school. All right. Thank you for being here. Nurse Fordman. Good morning, Fordman. The baking soda and water will take out the poisons even if a little late. Okay, I will do that. That's kind of the same thing Prid does. It's a drawing salve. And so that sounds like that works as a drawing salve too. I did not know that. I did not know that baking soda would do that. Apply 3 times a day. I will do that. Yeah, you agree with my husband. It looks like a spider bite. I'd never had the skin. It was strange because it was itchy. About an hour later, it was itchy, and I just went like this, and that skin just rolled off. But it wasn't sore, so I was surprised when I noticed it. You're interested in Prid. My husband put it up, and I'm not sure if he put it back in that same drawer or not. It comes in a little container. It's just a little container, like this size, and where I buy it, it's orange. I get it at Walmart. You can probably get it at any pharmacy, but I just get it there off the shelf in the pharmacy area, and it's in a little orange container. And I put that on for all day and just leave it on. I don't think it was a brown recluse, because it's getting better. If it wasn't getting better, I would wonder about that. But it's getting better, much better. Yes, that is good to know. Absolutely. Yeah, my permanent marker, if it doesn't wash off, it'll eventually wear off. I just grabbed. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to know if that spreads. If it spreads, I need to go get attention for it right away. But it didn't spread. It didn't spread. Yeah, we like Prid. I forget. My mom, my mom, who's an RN, told us about Prid. I had never heard of it before till a few years ago, and she told us about Prid. And baking soda is good for bee stings and spider bites. See, I didn't know that. That is so good to know. In fact, I'm going to write that down right here because I know my memory. And water paste, because I will definitely give that a go. Absolutely. Yes, it is easy to get. It is easy to get. We just happened to buy ours at Walmart. I've not looked for it anywhere else, but it's an over the counter. Um, and I would assume other pharmacies would have it also. But it is in a little, it's in a little thing, like a shoe polish can, only it's orange. And you just dab it on your finger and just rub it right on. I didn't even put a Band-Aid over this. Usually I put a Band-Aid over it, but I was wanting to see what this one was doing. There's Angler 2058. Saw you were on. Just wanted to say hi. Good morning. We're having coffee and trying to decide if this might be a spider bite. No, that's a marker I put around it because last night the red was spreading. So I wanted to make sure it didn't spread anymore, but the swelling's gone down and the red is disappearing. So it's getting better. It's getting better. So we've all pretty much decided spider bite. Ugh. It felt like a sting when it happened, but I didn't see what it was that got me. But I was sitting on my swing outside under my maple tree when it happened. I do remember where I was. Well, hey y'all, let's go check out today's moon video. Oops, I popped off of there right when the Dyson's Crazy Adventure popped in. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. You're in my prayers this morning for healing up. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I think it's on the mend. If that's why I circled it, if it was still spreading, I was going to go to the doctor. But it's looking better today. All right, you have a good day at work, and thanks for popping in. Enjoyed having you here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's hop over here and watch our moon video. Where is it? There it is. I found it. All right, I'm going to be sipping on this coffee while we watch this little short video. Love the moon. Love watching the moon. It's one of the things that just makes me happy. And that's something we need to focus more on in the world is what are some things that make us happy? And it doesn't have to be huge things. It can just be little things, little details. And the moon is one of those things for me. Okay, so while that video was going, I went over and got the Prid out. There it is. All natural drawing salve. Smiles Prid. And it says it's a homeopathic salve. And it's small, it's just a little container. And it's pretty ugly inside. It's a salve, so it's nice and messy. And it just takes a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put some, so you get that on your finger and you just rub it right on there like that. And then it kind of turns it orangish. And it doesn't take much, like you don't have to totally saturate it. That's just a little bit. And I'm sure that baking soda paste will be the same way. And then normally I put a Band-Aid over whatever I've used it on just to make sure as I'm moving around I don't rub it off, right? And it really, really did a good job on that. So I'm glad we have it. And it looks like it might be about time to get another can of it. Have to remember that because I don't want to run out because it's handy to have. And now I know about the baking soda and water paste for drawing salve. I was not aware of. So that is awesome. Let's get back over here to my chat. Thank you all so much for being here. You make my day. You make my whole day. And now, drum roll. Dun, da, da, da. My favorite part of coffee time. Pouring from my decanter. I got about half a cup, so it's time to fill back up. Ooh. I absolutely love it. I just adore that little decanter. It's so fun. Now, I'll drink about this much coffee and then I fill it back up. Keeps it warm that way, right? There's New Beginnings, My Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus. Hello. Free Handley says, you make our day. Thank you so much. You all make my day every single time. Every single time. So what are y'all going to be doing this week? We bought more tubs. More storage tubs, the plastic ones with the lids, so that we can continue with our downsizing project. And I'm going to try not to stress about it so much this time. It's been kind of stressful for me to be downsizing, and I don't know if it was the stress or if it was the lifting that I don't normally do, or a combination of the two. But I spent the last 2 weeks of June with a lupus flare, which can be brought on by stress and it can be brought on by overdoing it. So I assume it was a mixture of the two. So I'm going to try not to do so much lifting and let Doug do the lifting, and because I don't want to end up in another lupus flare, and just try not to stress about it. I'm kind of past the stress part of it, and I'm to the we're almost done. Yahoo, let's finish it part of it. So it shouldn't be quite so stressful for me this time. Good morning, Van Vita Travels. Good morning, Paula. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. And they're reminding us to hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. And Free Handley says, I'm downsizing as well. It's hard. Thank you for that. Thank you for saying that, because it is hard. It is hard. So we bought tubs because we're doing one of three things. We are putting it away, giving it away, or packing it in a bin for storage. And it's even hard for some things to go to storage. But I am an avid reader, and I have a library. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bookcases of books that are my personal library that I have collected. And that has been hard. That's been hard. Most of my books are going into storage. Yeah. And then when we get the room redone the way what we need it to be, which is going to be my quilting room and sewing room and crochet room, crafting room, okay, and art room, where I'll be able to set up my easel, leave it set up, and have my art, everything there together. And then when I see what room I have left, I'll see what books can come back, because I've got to have my books. I just do. Gotta have my books. That's just me. Here, helps from World War site where you give free accommodation in return for some help. That's awesome. Workawayers. I'll be getting ready to sell about 85% of my Cabbage Patch doll collection. Since moving on the ranch, I'm too busy to enjoy them anymore. Time to let someone else enjoy them. Right? That's how I'm trying to think about this. I have a salt and pepper collection. Well, salt and pepper shaker collection. That's actually what it is. It's not salt and pepper. It's the salt and pepper shakers. And I've collected those over the years, and I like to collect the old shakers, the old ones. And started out collecting just cute, whatever I thought was cute and made me smile, and kind of ventured off into the older ones. And I'll be able to showcase those, but not until we get it all done. But that's where my salt and pepper shaker collection is at the moment, and I'm going to leave it in there for now, for sure. Went through clothes, gave some to the free clothes closet for the community. Same here. Oh, chat jump. And everybody's saying good morning. And a good way to keep things, but without storing them, is just to take a photo of it and pass them on. You know, that's a wonderful idea, and I have taken some pictures of some things. Yes. Oh, looky there. I totally get it. I have a small library too, and it's growing though. And I'll buy a book and I'll read it. And I'm one of those people that I can read a book again. If I enjoyed that book, I can read it again. And what I do, my mom taught me this, because my mom had a Reader's Digest library, right? That was so cool. I love those. I love those books. But when she had read one, she just wrote her name and the date up at the top inside the cover. And so that's what I learned and did the same thing. So, you know, I'm always buying books. Okay. I am just always buying books. And if I've read them, I have my name and the date on the inside cover. If it's a book that I really enjoyed, or it's a series, part of a series, I keep those, absolutely. But if it's just a random book that I enjoyed it and I made me happy and I enjoyed it, I'll reread it again before I give it away later. Later it goes on the shelf. And so I need to get better at reading the book, unless it's a series book. I like to keep those. Reading the book and passing it on each time. That's what I need to get better at. And even that's hard for me. I don't know why. It just is. Everybody's saying hi. We would love to see your art and craft room. It is not done yet. It is a work in progress. When we get it, everything, because that's also the room where we're doing our sorting. So you can imagine what that looks like. But we're over halfway done with our stuff we're sorting. And then we're going to paint. And then we're going to I have my music bookshelves are going to stay because I need those for teaching lessons. And my classics section of my library, I'm keeping a whole bookshelf of classics that I don't want to go to storage. I just want those to be right there. And then we'll see what we have room for. Then we'll put the crafting part of the room together and the art room part of the room together. We bought 2 big totes. I've got 4 quilts I'm working on, and I'm putting all of that in those totes so I can stack that up. And I bought a new sewing machine over the weekend, not just a plain Jane sewing machine to use while my quilting machine is in the shop to see if it's fixable or not. And if not, then that's going to go on the list of things to save up for. And while it's kind of sad, I guess it's not that big a deal. It happens. But hopefully we can figure out it won't back stitch anymore, which, if you sew, if it doesn't back stitch and lock your stitches, you might as well not sew with it. So hopefully that's something that'll be easy to fix, but it's one of those computerized ones. So there's that. That means that there's nothing I can do with it to try to fix it, because I don't, not going to mess with it, because I'll probably mess it up even more than it is at the moment. So hopefully it's fixable. Do you quilt by hand or by machine? I sew my blocks together on the machine, and I've always quilted by hand, but this is my first machine, the one going in the shop, that I was going to use on these quilts, these 4 quilts, to quilt them, machine quilt them. And so I may end up doing these by hand as well. We'll just have to see while I save up for another machine, if that's what I need to do. But I bought this little one in the meantime that's gonna do everything I need it to do except the machine quilting. It's not substantial enough to handle that. But yeah, I love to quilt. It's very relaxing. And you know what? Doug hand quilts also. So that ends up being something we can do together. Me on this side of the quilt frames and him on the opposite side of the quilt frames, right? And it's kind of fun. I always enjoy that. New beginnings. I love books. If too many on a shelf, some have to go and swap out. And one thing our community has started doing is the neighborhood free libraries. And what it is, it's like a box, an enclosed box that's a waterproof box with a door. And you open it, and you can either put books in it, or you can take some books out to take and read. So, that could be an option that might work for me. How cool. You should do a video on them so we can see them once you're ready. I'm actually going to do some YouTube videos of these quilting products, but they are Christmas presents for someone. Someone's having me make them, and they're Christmas presents. So I may not be able to put those videos out until after Christmas because, you know, unless somebody comments on your videos or in your live, you don't know who's there. Like, I know there's 11 people here right now, but I don't know that all 11 have commented in my chat. And when it's a video that I've put up, if they don't leave a comment, I don't know who it is. And before I had a YouTube channel, I thought those likes were just like Facebook, where on Facebook I can click on, it says 12 people like this post. I can click on that and then it shows me the names of who it was, right? Didn't work that way over here. And I didn't know that until I had my own channel. So that was something I learned. So yeah, but my whole point is someone who's not supposed to see it yet could be watching a video and me not even know it if they didn't leave a comment, right? So I'm not going to risk it. Not going to risk it. And but I will be videoing it. I certainly will. I love to quilt. I love to sew. And you know, I like to color. I like designs and I like putting colors together, and I like puzzles. So that combination of things I like to do are all in quilting. They're all in quilting. Because what are you doing when you're quilting? You don't have to cut out pieces and sew them together. You can get fabric that's already got designs on it and then quilt around those designs. But you can also cut out pieces and then it's just like putting the puzzle together, right? And sewing them together, and it's just like doing a puzzle. And so I love it. It relaxes me, just like doing puzzles relax me. Oh, I also, it's still in the bag. Let's see. It takes a certain coordination to get a bag open once you've tied it shut. And some days I have it, and some days I get mad and I just grab the scissors, right? I bought me some yarn, and I was thinking it was going to be like a small blanket. This is not all of it. There's more over there. But these are the two colors I got. And then I thought, once I got home, I'm like, one of my favorite things to do is to make ponchos and matching hats. You know I'm a hat person, right? Yeah. And so then I'm like, well, maybe I'll make a shawl and a matching hat. But now I'm back to thinking I'm going to make a poncho with a matching hat. And then just earlier I thought, no, why don't I make a little blanket? And now I'm back to a poncho and a matching hat. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens when I pick up the crochet hook and make some stitches. I'll have to think on it for a little while. See, you can read a book over and over and over again. I do too. I have books in there that I've read a lot of times. And if I read it again, I just put another date right beside the old date. Because, yeah, it's like, it's like having a favorite movie or a favorite TV show that you can watch the reruns or you can watch the movie again. Sorry for the noise. Sorry, we're going to tie this up. Because you enjoy it, right? And books are the same way for me. Yep. Let's see. Freehand Lee says, we have a book station in our little tiny town. You give a book and take a book. It's so cool. So I do that sometimes. That's awesome. I don't know, other than the little community ones. Like I know there's one at the lighthouse. Well, not at the lighthouse, but down there at the top of the hill where the lighthouse is. So I don't know. I'll have to check into that. Christina says I can reread books too. There's Tracy Oceanfire 777. Good morning. Good morning. And back to quilting, I'm learning to do it all by hand, including sewing the blocks together first. You know, my mom hand sews all of her blocks together. Um, I do a lot of sewing. So what happens to me? I admire you for having that ability. And I admire my mom's ability to do that and the work that she does. I don't have the patience to hand sew my blocks together. But I love the hand quilting part of it. But I have a project I started just for myself, um, and then put it down and never did get back to it because all I could think was I'd be done with 10 of these by now. But that's just me. That's just me. But it's a skill. It's a gift, I think. I think when if you have the ability to crochet, to knit, to sew, to quilt, that is a gift and it is art, right? It is art. It is artwork. So yay, yay. New Beginning says, I am interested in learning quilling, making pictures by curling strips of paper, but when I look for info, it kicks me to quilting references. You know, there was a time, maybe 5 years ago, there were a lot of YouTube videos on quilling because that's something I looked into at one time, but then I never did it. I got all excited about it and then I never did it. But some of that stuff is gorgeous. Yes. Everybody's saying hello. My books I don't want anymore. We put for our Airbnb guests and they take them home. So no worries about not finishing a book while on holiday. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Maybe it's a quilting calling. Yes, absolutely. It is also a calling. Absolutely. We have a few free libraries around here. They also have a few of those boxes with food in them. Yes, it's just like the food boxes, only they're library boxes. Yes, we have the food boxes around town too. Oh, you were talking about my salt and pepper shakers. I'm always so behind in my chat that I've changed the topic 15 times before I get to people's comments. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yes, but I have to get that room together first, or I'll have to. Okay, this is just me. I know this is how I am. And because of that, I'm not touching any of the salt and pepper shakers till that room is done because I will have to sit there and handle and talk to. Look at this one, it's so cute. And I'll be calling Doug in there. It's gonna, Doug, look at this one. Remember this one? Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. On every single one. I don't have a small collection. We'll just put it like that. I already need a new cabinet for some of what's in the other one and on top of the other one and around the other one. So what I'm saying is I would have to sit there and look at them all for hours before I even thought about making the video, right? So when I get that room done and I give my self permission to open that cabinet, I will be featuring small groups of them. I will do that. And I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. I love puzzles, but not lots of green or sky. I like doing trees and water. I like doing water in my puzzles. A quilting collaboration would be fun to do with some YouTube channels. It would, wouldn't it? It absolutely would. We always enjoy little stuff like that that we can do together. And Doug makes good quilting stitches. He doesn't just sit there and sew on it. I mean, he's like, how many per inch did I do? And I am too. In the beginning, we look and we're not sticklers, but we want them all to be consistently the same. And we don't want to be able to look and see, oh, those are Ava's stitches. Oh, there's Doug's stitches over there. We want it to all consistently flow together. And we do. We do. You can't tell where one was and the other one was. That looked like a cinnamon roll now. Well, this. Ava, sounds like the hat at least is a go. I love to make hats. I love to make hats. And I'm going to get back into my crafting on my videos, and I'm going to make some videos and just show y'all some of the things that I have made in the past. Just because it's fun. It's so fun. And anything I make, um some things I make for me, and some things I make for gifts, and some things people have bought. Um, but I always take a picture. So I have lots of pictures of things that I've made. Oh wow, only 6 people live in this abandoned village, and me and my husband are 2 of the 6. Oh my goodness. I don't use yarn, but some look pretty enough to want to buy. They make some awesome, awesome yarns. And that soft yarn that's more expensive than the regular yarn. Um, I love working with that as well. And later, I will be buying some of that, the really soft stuff. Um, it takes more of that yarn to make a project because it is so fine and soft that it makes smaller stitches. Um, but yes, there's some beautiful stuff out there. Oh, my chat jump, chat jump, chat jump. Hand quilting is a form of sensory therapy for me. I have a fascination to do things with my hands. It helps with my autistic stimming habits. Yes, it is very much a sensory experience, very much. The feel of the fabric, the thread pulling through. I mean, I can just in my head, I can hear the sound that makes when you pull that thread through, right? Little things, that's one of the little things you don't think about. Always think about hearing that thread pull through that fabric, and then you get to the end and it's like pop, right? Yeah. Quilling is cool. I've never done it, but I've watched some videos, and there's some videos out there. Um, I'll have to look and see what I can find, because I know there used to be quite a few. But like I say, it's been a while, and I can see them from quilling taking you to quilting. But those memes. Yes, the multicolored rainbow ones. I love those yarn, and I've made hats and um ponchos. I love ponchos. I love ponchos. And I am getting ready for poncho weather. I like fringe too. I am a fringe girl. Oh, the yarn looked like a cinnamon roll. I'm always so darn behind in my chat. Yes, it did. That swirly one. I like those browns. Yes, I will. I certainly will. I will do that this week. That'll be one of my goals for the week. So I better write that down too. What was I going to write down? Oh, oh. Crush video. It's early in the morning, you guys. Well, my dog just got up. I hear his toenails on the wood floor. I have a video of me making pencil curls out of yarn and me rerooting a Cabbage doll's hair with it. Oh, Cabbage Patch Kid restoration tutorials or playlist on my channel. Nice, nice. Slow Lane Living with Paula and Randy. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Ava, I was behind in my live chat, and everyone in the chat thought my comments on my side were lagging. I've been there. I get that. I get it. I get it. I get it. I am always so far behind in my chat. Everybody's saying hi. All right. Well, I'm caught up in the chat. There's a first time for everything. I think I've been caught up once before. Okay, that's my dog covering up with his blanket. Let's see. By saying good morning, let's go see what we should look at. Oh, well, let's look at this. This is just a real quick little bit of our main street. And at the bottom of the Lighthouse Hill is a nice little flower garden area and statue. And then a bumblebee on some flowers. Let's go look at that. Yeah, I like that music. Woo! I love bumblebees. They are so neat. I've been fascinated with bumblebees since I was a kid. I love being able to catch them in my videos. All right, everybody's saying hi over here. Free Handley says, I would love to connect with more craft artists on YouTube, especially those that film while doing their craft. I find it so satisfying to watch. I love watching people creating. I do too. And Triple C has a crochet channel that actually I'm going to go check out after this live. I'm trying to remember what the name of her channel is. And she crochets during her live. Let me look. Okay, here's the name of her crochet channel. It's called Creatively Created Crochet dash Triple C. Creatively Created Crochet dash Triple C. And it's called Craft Hour with Triple C. And I really enjoy hers. I'm going to try to make some videos while I'm whatever project I decide to do with this yarn right here. I'm going to make a video. What I did last time is because I was making those preemie octopuses for the a premature baby in the preemie ward. I made them one of those octopuses with the legs. And it's really neat how those work, because what they're for is the legs are something for those babies to grab onto and hold, rather than their connectors, their wires connected to their heart monitors and IV cords and things like that. It gives them something to grip onto and comfort them. And I videoed making a couple of those, but I didn't know what to do with the video, so I put it like in fast motion, which now I know it'd be better just to do small segments of this is where I'm at right now and work on it while I'm talking, and then be done for that part, and then pick it up the next time. I think it would be better that way. The dog is making a racket. Let's see. Oh, chat jump. Where'd it go? Woo, okay, I'm way behind in my chat again. Here we go. And yes, that's going to be the first thing that I do. I'm going to do that this week. I'm going to get started on a video showing what I've made. There's Peter Dell. Hey. Good morning. In New Beginnings, my secondary channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, shows you the steps to my crafts. Well, I'll have to go check that out. Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. I'm speaking it as I write it. Okay, I will check that out. And Slow Lane Living is saying you may like the Nerdy Knitter. She is a great knitter. I don't know how to knit. That's something I thought about learning, but then I pick up my crochet stuff. I've seen some beautiful knitted work. Absolutely. Nope, that was not us. That was not us, but I really enjoyed hearing that fiddle and that mandolin. But I was listening to it thinking Doug and I need to play fiddle and mandolin together more often. One of us usually is on guitar for the other one. When he's playing mandolin or fiddle, I'm on guitar. When I'm playing fiddle, he's on guitar. So I don't know. We'll have to. But yeah, I was thinking about Doug on his mandolin when I was listening to that. We're doing good, having our coffee, which reminds me I better pour a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm ready to go crochet. Ooh. But no, I got to sort through stuff because I want to get that room ready. I want to get that ready. Let's see. There's Diana Phoenix. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Beautiful day, but it's going to be hot. We were only like 73 yesterday, but like I said, it's been really cloudy and overcast and rainy here. Just got back from a morning walk with the dog. Awesome. We usually take an evening walk with our dog once it cools down. Thank you, Peter. And thank you. Everybody saying hi. Oh, chat jump. Ah! Oh, love to be in the flower. Thank you. Oh, looky there. There's her link. Creatively crochet triple C raid in 3 minutes. I love it. Yeah, she's really neat. I really enjoy her work. She does good work too. And she kind of explains what she's doing. And I learned a lot, like how to carry colors. If you don't crochet, you're not going to know what that means. But that means holding multiple colors of yarn while you're switching back and forth between them, making patterns or creating pictures in your work. I learned how to do that. Yep, segments is better. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. It was awesome helping those babies. And then I got a picture of the baby holding on to her octopus, and I cried. It was so awesome. It was so awesome. Excuse me. Thank you. This is one y'all haven't seen before because I found it in my closet. It was lost. I've looked for it before because it's my favorite hat because it matches my stripe just perfect. And I got a green cup to match the green stripe in my shirt. It was so coordinated, y'all. I want to be coordinated. All right, let's get back through here because it's almost time for us to go do our raid. Diane says, I used to crochet, but I forgot how. You know, it'll come back to you. And there's so many videos. There's so many beginner videos out there that you can have it back in no time. I'll get back to my projects once summer's over. Way too busy outside working on the ranch during this time of season. I hear you. I hear you. Oh, thank you. And there's Mill's Garage. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. And Slow Lane says, I can knit, but not crochet. Now, I'm the opposite. I can crochet, but I cannot knit. I'm outside a lot on the farm too and was not good at crocheting. Well, you know, there's small projects you can make. You can make bookmarks. You can make pot holders. You can make, but if you do, you got to make them like double or triple thick. Okay, there's that. You can make a scarf. It doesn't have to be a huge project. My favorite instruments are the banjo and the fiddle. We have a banjo displayed in our living room that my belated stepfather-in-law handmade himself. I'll show it this Saturday night on my live. How awesome! That is so awesome. Let's see. Okay. I am not done with my chat. Needlepoint. I'm interested in learning needlepoint and embroidery. I love to do embroidery. I have not done needlepoint. Everybody's saying hi. I'm gonna at 97, my grandmother is still doing needlepoint. Beautiful pieces. I love it. Ava, I've never thought to match my cup with my outfit. Anyone who knows me, my mugs, etc., are all about funny sayings on them. I had never thought about matching them to my outfit either till I started doing morning talk with Ava. And now I still need an orange cup and a purple cup. Those are the two colors I'm looking for right now. Let's see. Let's get, okay, I want to go raid her because I think she's only on for half an hour. So let me, okay. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. I would love you all. You know that. I'm always so thankful to have you here. There is a link for Created Creatively Crochet. Fordman put that link in there, and we'll go do an Ava raid on Created Creatively Crochet, Triple C raid, and we'll go do that right now. I love y'all so much, and thank you so much for being here. You make my day every single time, every single time. And I'm so grateful to have you all as friends. And let's go raid Triple C over there on her crochet channel, see what she's working on this morning. And I'll be back Wednesday morning, bright and early, for coffee and more coffee chat. Love y'all. Until next time, let's go see Triple C.